Presentable.
Thank you.
Welcome. I know probably everybody asks you the same question, but
Give it a go.
Yeah. The difference in your characterization of King and Colin Firth.
Colin got to play him for a longer period, from the 1920s onwards, and I got to play him for 2 days in the summer of 1939. So it's a very specific moment in the King's life. It's a very specific moment in the development of his speech, in the development of his reign, and in the difficulties that he's having at home. So Colin's an actor I admire enormously, and I was very, very pleased to be sort of following in his footsteps, although the canvas that I was allowed to paint on is much smaller.
And the story presented in the film, how true it is and how much of it actually affected the history?
Well, history is always written by the victors. You know, it's very difficult to say what would have happened without the tour, but I think in terms of the life of Elizabeth and George, it made an enormous difference that they had a success. In terms of the life of Britain, it made an enormous difference that America entered the war, and we probably wouldn't have won if they hadn't, and we might not have had the Americans if this tour hadn't gone so well. So it was the beginning of a special relationship that needed to go well if George was going to be a successful king, and if we were going to win the Second War.
What was your working relationship with Mary?
Very friendly and nice. I mean, I had a.
Did you save anything? Like you saved somebody on the play. Did you when you were directing?
No. Yes, I did. That was very well remembered. No, I didn't save anybody. Nobody collapsed. But we did have one 10-minute scene together in the middle of the film, which was just me and him, and that's all we did that day. That day's filming was just a two-handed scene between me and Bill. So that was one of the great days of my career.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Not
and
at all.
Enjoy the premiere.
Thank you.
Thank
Bless
you.
you. Cheers.